Here is the shortest possible summary of American history, focusing on the 5 most pivotal periods. The American story, a brief overview. The history of the United States begins with the thriving, indigenous civilizations that preceded European arrival. The English established 13 colonies along the Atlantic coast, an economy built heavily upon the brutal institution of slavery. 1. Revolution and Republic, 1775-1789. Growing resistance to British rule centered on the idea of no taxation without representation, ignited the American Revolution. The colonies declared independence on July 4, 1776, establishing a revolutionary government. After winning the war, the nation ratified the U.S. Constitution, creating a unique federal republic based on popular sovereignty and a system of checks and balances. 2. Expansion and Civil War, 1803-1865. Driven by manifest destiny, the U.S. expanded rapidly westward, acquiring vast territories like the Louisiana Purchase. This expansion intensified the conflict over slavery, polarizing the nation. The election of Abraham Lincoln in 1860 prompted Southern secession and the devastating Civil War. The Union victory and Lincoln's Emancipation Proclamation led to the abolition of slavery via the 13th Amendment, though the promise of equality was immediately undermined by Jim Crow laws. 3. Industrialization and global power, 1870-1945. The late 19th and early 20th centuries saw explosive industrialization, the Gilded Age, creating massive wealth, powerful monopolies, and severe social inequality. The Progressive Era sought to address these issues, notably securing women's suffrage, 19th Amendment. Economic prosperity collapsed with the Great Depression, forcing President Franklin D. Roosevelt's New Deal to dramatically expand the federal government's role. This era culminated in World War II, where the U.S. emerged as the world's leading power. 4. Cold War and Civil Rights, 1945-1989. The post-war period was dominated by the Cold War, an ideological struggle with the Soviet Union and the rise of the suburbs. Domestically, the Civil Rights Movement, led by figures like Martin Luther King, Jr., successfully dismantled legal segregation through nonviolent protest. Culminating in the Civil Rights Act of 1964, the era was also marked by the divisive Vietnam War and the subsequent loss of public trust in government. 5. Modern challenges, 1990-present. The Cold War ended with the Soviet collapse in 1991, but new threats emerged with the September 11, 2001 attacks, leading to the War on Terror. The 21st century is defined by rapid technological change, growing demographic diversity, and intense political polarization over issues like economic inequality, healthcare, and immigration, continuing the nation's struggle to uphold its founding ideals. This summary is approximately 575 words. What aspect of American history are you most interested in exploring further?